My body is my choice. A story of deception and triumph. I'm Justine Crawford, 27, and I thought I'd found my fairy tale ending when Trevor Caldwell proposed last spring in Denver, Colorado. Our wedding at Highlands Country Club was everything I dreamed: friends, family, and vows promising a lifetime together. But 6 weeks into our marriage, I stood in our bedroom, wearing a silk nightgown for our anniversary, staring at Trevor's rigid back as he scrolled his phone, ignoring me. "My body is my choice," he said, his voice cold as ice. "You can't demand anything from me." His words hit like a slap. 6 weeks of marriage, and he hadn't touched me, not even a handhold. The man who'd been affectionate during our 8-month courtship, pulling me close during movies, kissing me goodnight, holding my hand in Washington Park, had become a stranger since our Aspen honeymoon, where he'd claimed exhaustion every night. "Trevor, we're married," I whispered, my voice trembling. "I'm your wife. Why won't you even hold my hand?" He turned, his green eyes, once warm, now sharp with annoyance. "Marriage doesn't give you ownership over me. Respect my boundaries." The word boundaries felt like a weapon. The Trevor who'd romanced me, whispering sweet promises of our future, was gone, replaced by someone who flinched at my touch. Something was deeply wrong, and I was determined to find out what. The next morning, I sat at our kitchen table, staring at untouched coffee as Trevor moved with mechanical precision. He checked his phone constantly, stepped outside for calls, and vanished for hours without explanation. His routines, once charmingly organized, now seemed obsessive, secretive. "I'm visiting my sister in Phoenix this weekend," I announced, watching him closely. His hand froze on his coffee mug, then he nodded. "Sounds nice. How long?" "Just the weekend." "Will you miss me?" I asked, testing him. He shrugged, eyes on his phone. "I'll manage." His indifference stung, confirming my suspicions. He seemed relieved when I left the house. During our courtship, he'd hated our brief separations, even for a day. Now he encouraged my absence. I studied his handsome profile, tall, dark hair, those striking green eyes that first caught my attention at a downtown coffee shop. He claimed to be a financial consultant, but I'd never met his colleagues, and his answers about work were vague, citing client confidentiality. "Trevor," I said carefully, "I think we should see a marriage counselor. This distance isn't healthy." His head snapped up, a flicker of panic in his eyes, gone quickly. "We don't need counseling," he said firmly. "We just need time to adjust. Not everyone sinks right away." "It's been 6 weeks," I pressed. "6 weeks is nothing in a lifetime," he replied, his voice rehearsed, like he'd practiced the line. That afternoon, while he was at a client meeting, I did something unthinkable. I searched his office. It was meticulously organized, almost suspiciously so. His desk held only basic supplies, his computer was password protected, and his filing cabinet contained generic financial documents. As I was about to give up, I spotted something in the trash, a receipt for roses from a Las Vegas flower shop, dated 3 weeks ago when Trevor claimed to be at a conference in Salt Lake City. In his handwriting, a Nevada phone number. My hands trembled as I photographed it. Trevor was hiding something big, and I deserved the truth. That evening, I parked outside his supposed workplace. I'd called earlier, asking for Trevor Caldwell, only to be told no one by that name worked there. From my car, I watched him pull into the parking lot, laughing animatedly on the phone, his body language warm and engaged, unlike the cold stranger at home. After 20 minutes, he entered a coffee shop, not an office, ordered a drink, and worked on his laptop. The scene felt staged, performative. He tossed out what looked like fake paperwork before driving home. I followed, mind racing. The man I'd married was a lie. At home, while Trevor showered, I seized his phone, left charging on the nightstand. It was locked, but I recalled his passcode, our wedding date. My heart pounded as I typed it in, and the screen unlocked. Texts with someone named Amanda, filled with intimate exchanges and love. Photos showed them wearing wedding rings outside a courthouse. A recent message read, "Missing you, baby. This is almost over." I forwarded the evidence to my phone, hands shaking. Trevor was living a double life, and I was the one he wanted to end. Pretending to read a magazine as he emerged from the bathroom, humming happily, I kept my voice neutral. "I'm turning in early," I said. "Good idea," he replied, relief in his tone. "Sweet dreams, Justine." In the dark, listening to his breathing, I decided to uncover who I'd married. The next day, I met Patricia Henley, a Denver divorce lawyer known for complex cases. Showing her the photos, I braced for her verdict. "This suggests bigamy," she said gravely. "If Trevor's already married, your marriage is void, and he's committed a felony in Colorado."
Bigamy.
I'd suspected an affair, not this. Patricia recommended Detective Michael Torres, a private investigator specializing in marriage fraud. "These con artists target wealthy women, court them fast, marry, and steal their money," he said. "No intimacy is a red flag. They avoid it to keep their exit clean." Trevor had seemed so genuine. "They're manipulators," Torres warned. "They study your vulnerabilities, become what you want." He handed me a recording device. "Colorado's a one-party consent state. Record any admissions." That night, I overheard Trevor on the phone, his voice tender. "I miss you, baby. This is complicated, but it'll be over soon." He told Amanda I didn't suspect anything. "She's pulling away. If she files for divorce, I can access her trust fund." The prenup was genius, she barely read it. "If she files within a year, I get half her assets, including her grandmother's trust." The prenup I'd signed in love was a trap to steal my inheritance. I listened as he planned their weekend, every word a betrayal. The next morning, Torres called. Trevor had married Amanda Wilson in Las Vegas 8 months ago, 2 months before proposing to me. Their marriage was legal. Worse, Amanda was his sister, Amanda Caldwell, his accomplice in a years-long fraud scheme targeting wealthy women. The betrayal cut deep, but I agreed to Torres' plan. File for divorce, let Trevor think his scheme was working, and catch him accessing fraudulent accounts he'd set up with my identity. "He's opened shadow accounts with your social security number," Torres explained. "He hasn't touched your main accounts to avoid alerts." I served Trevor divorce papers, playing the heartbroken wife. His fake sadness, calculated hugs, empty apologies, was chilling, recorded. "Maybe time apart will help," he said. At Denver County Courthouse, Patricia filed the papers. Torres texted, "He's at First National Bank with Amanda. Agents in position." Then, both in custody. "It's over." I exhaled, free at last. At their arraignment, Trevor and Amanda faced charges of mail fraud, wire fraud, identity theft, and bigamy. The prosecutor detailed their scheme, targeting wealthy women, faking romances, stealing millions across 6 states. Trevor's confidence was gone. He looked defeated as he realized I'd outsmarted him. Surveillance photos showed them laughing together, Trevor entering banks with forged documents. The judge denied bail, citing their danger. Trevor got 12 years, Amanda 8. They'd stolen $2 million, now recovered for victims, inspired by my case to seek justice. Trevor's name became notorious, ensuring he'd never prey again. I celebrated quietly with my sister and friends, reflecting on my journey from naive newlywed to survivor. Trevor's betrayal taught me to trust my instincts and fight back. My revenge wasn't just his punishment, it was reclaiming my power and protecting others from his lies.